Alrighty guys, and welcome back to more Bravely Second. Off camera, I spent a little bit of time messing with the moon base, and we were able to obtain, nice, a apparatus level reduced from level 60 to 57. So that's a really good thing, because we were just fighting this guy, and we were able to obtain a really good move that will allow us to attack and put a debuff on the enemy that pretty much makes them weak to fire attacks. And that's really good because all we do is throw bomb arms, and that's going to be really good for boss fights, especially like bosses that like absorb magic attacks. We can make them weak to a specific freaking fire or like make them weak to a specific magic attack, and then we can just blow them up however we want. But anyway, what we're gonna do, I think I have everybody already in the bio plant. Yup, tender victuals. We have to find a place to get. We have to unlock catnip. In order for us to use that move, we have to use cat mastery, and it requires 2 items: some frosted flakes and some catnip. And I don't think we have access to the catnip until we actually start buying it. We can probably dig it up. Catnip sounds like an item you can just easily dig up somewhere and farm. So if that's the case, we'll probably do that off camera too. But right now, I just want to progress with the game. I'm actually gonna save the game now that we are fully healed. And now, we're going to move on to this next area. And watch this cutscene.
And that brings the 48th Sacred Flower Festival of Florum to a close. Thanks to all who took part, and take care on your way home, everyone.
Wow, today's just been full of surprises.
I was quite taken aback as well, if not entirely displeased with the outcome.
Excusez-moi, vous avez une minute?
Oui, qu'est-ce que c'est?
So you do understand me?
Yes, I do. But who are you?
He's speaking Magnolia's language. But how?
He's also
Could
from the
he
moon.
also be...
I beg your pardon. I didn't mean to startle you. I couldn't help but overhear your remarks on stage. You were speaking the language of the Sagitta.
Sagitta.
The who, what?
Whoa.
The Sagitta. We are a humble tribe, but one with a mission. Defeat the destroyer from the heavens, Baal.
So they originated from
Who lives deep within
Luxembourg?
the forest of Florum, far from the eyes of the people.
Oh, la vache! You also battled the balls?
Yes. Since my father's time, my father's fathers, and all who came before me. We live in isolation, so that the technology we wield against our enemy does not fall into the wrong hands. Interaction with the outside world is kept to a minimum. So you can imagine my surprise to hear you speaking the Sagitta tongue. Tell me, how did you come to know it?
That's
That's
cool.
what I wanted to ask you. This is my language, the language of the moon.
What's this you say? You come from the moon? This is quite the turn of events. If you would, pray come and speak with our elder. Surely you have questions for us as well. What do you say?
An exchange of information?
Right. You can tell us about the moon, and we can tell you about that beam of light, for instance.
You!
I heard him. Now we have to go.
But what if the Empire comes pounding on Florum's door again?
I'll speak with the matriarch about shoring up the city's defenses. In the meantime, count on me to watch over Florum.
You're the best, Altinus. All right, monsieur. Will you show us the way to your village?
But of course, if you would just lend me your map, mademoiselle,
Magnolia. Enchanté.
moi de même. I am Lotus, engineer of the Sagitta.
Alrighty, so it's time to move on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's a blue quest that just appeared on the map. You guys are going to dig this out. Look at... Well, as soon as we go back in here, I'll show you. Wait a minute. We got a side quest. It's right here. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Damn, might I suggest you wipe your mouth? Damn. I think you'll find it's time we... Hold it.
Gracious me, what an outrage! Can I not even eat dessert in peace?
I thought 4 servings of cake was enough, ma'am. Now, if you please.
Of course, I'm just so busy with everyone pulling me in every direction. I'm starting to get motion sickness. Well then, what's on the agenda for today?
That girl
Now
sounds
then,
serious.
your inspection of the Twilight Ruins and the feasibility study for the new school.
Oh, no! An inspection and that blasted study? There would need to be 2 of me to do it all. They worked me to the bone, I say. To the bone! It's exploitation, that's what it is. They think they're going to dump all this work on me? Alone?
Damn, what's happening?
Ah, I think not. You there!
Sounds like the lady, the school teacher from As Told by Ginger.
Florum's interim superintendent of education, effective immediately. Hetty, do see that all the necessary paperwork is filed.
Chancellor, you do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Steady, steady.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Now that that's taken care of, since I am so passionate about Luxembourg's cultural heritage, I will go to the ruins. While you survey people about the new school. Your stocky little legs look well suited to tromping about the town, at least. Chop chop!
Hold on,
Chancellor,
lady.
you do
I
it.
don't know you from a bowl of gravy, but...
Shush! Zip those lips and move those hooves.
Bruh.
Oh, don't worry, dear. Everyone is nervous their first time. Take heart. I believe in you.
All we did was stand
We're
here.
taking our leave, then. I'll be waiting for your report.
This is some old BS.
Yes, ma'am.
My word, what a powerful figure. She's like a force of nature.
Just wait a minute. I still don't even know who any of you people are.
The esteemed personage you just met is Miss Ursula U. Duet, Chancellor of
You do
Education
it.
from Al Campus.
You do it.
I am Hetty Steady, one of her administrative assistants. A pleasure to meet you.
These names are dumb as hell.
And what is this job she just dumped on me?
Chancellor Duet has delegated to you the vital task of overseeing all matters of education here in Florum.
It's an honor, Superintendent
Just
Lee.
do it.
Hello, Vash. Moving up in the world, aren't we now?
I had no idea you were so passionate about education, Idia.
It would have been funny.
Laugh all you want, guys. Let's just get this over with.
It would have been funny
What am I supposed to survey or whatever?
if they gave her the name Chancellor. Just do it. Chancellor, just do it.
The Al Campus Ministry of Education is planning to open a new academy right here in Florum. We are conducting a thorough survey of the populace to determine what sort of school might best serve their needs.
That sounds pretty vague. Can't you just give me like a yes or no question?
Indeed. Let us start with the question of whether or not the campus should be coeducational.
Okay, so I'll find out if people want one school for everyone or separate schools for girls and boys. Then I'm done, right?
Not exactly. We already did a preliminary survey, the results being 10 in support of a coeducational system, 10 in support of single-sex education, and 40 with no particular preference.
If you already did the survey, then what do you need me for? Okay. So what should I do? Find out more about the co-ed supporters and naysayers?
That would be a suitable place to start. The leaders of each faction are both teachers here in town. We would appreciate it if you could listen to their arguments and render a decision. Will you speak with them?
Oh man, she's
I
gonna
don't
fall
see what
asleep.
choice I've got. Lead the way.
I'd be delighted to, if you would just follow me to the city's upper level. That is where we will find the leader of the anti-co-ed faction, one Ms. Rhea Veeling.
Revealing. Healing. We gonna run into Elena. So where do we go for this? We go up here. Digga digga do. Jigga-doo, jigga-doo, jigga-doo. Here we go. We gotta go talk to Miss Healing. That's her name, right? I feel like Adair's gonna go to
Stand with
sleep.
us against co-education. Don't allow these outsiders to come in and muddy our good morals. Take a stand against co-education.
Oh my god, that was
So
Aaron
that's the leader of the group
Fitzgerald's
that wants separate
country
education?
bumpkin voice. I heard
That
that.
is correct. Miss Rhea Veeling. She may come from academia, but many say she has
I
political
heard a canker
aspirations.
sister. I swear to goodness, I heard a canker
What's with the
sister.
dowdy old dribble, eh? No one wants to see you out here, you saggy old hag.
Damn, saggy old hag.
This is the era of gender equality. Co-education is the only way to the future.
We were just making fun of this.
For men and women. One school for men and women.
That makes sense.
And that's the leader for the co-ed supporters?
Quite so. Mr. Sweaty Tracksuit. He was hired just
Mr.
this
Sweaty
spring as an
Tracksuit.
interim physical education
Oh
instructor.
my god.
That mask looks awfully familiar.
That was so bad. Mr. Sweaty
There you are, into
Tracksuit.
that grubby tracksuit, no less. Today's the day we win this debate once and for all.
Dream on. Just you try with those old-fashioned ideals of yours.
Huh. It would seem your awareness of the times is rivaled only by your impeccable fashion sense.
Look, Forum isn't just for women any longer. Haven't you heard of the Equal Rights Act? It's the law, you old bag.
So men and women have equal rights. Why should that mean they have to study together, Men and women are different, and there's no denying that. Why should they have to do everything exactly the same way?
Oh, come off it. What's so different about us?
We wear different clothing, we show our emotions differently, we even use different toilets. It's
Okay.
like comparing this impeccable couture skirt of mine to a stinky threadbare
Impeccable.
tracksuit. Huh.
Her vocabulary is
Shows
just
what you
immaculate.
know. I bet my tracksuit costs more than your entire outfit. And it
Damn.
actually covers my legs.
This
And
dude's
the
getting
whole
sight.
world thanks you for that. Some sights can never be
My
understood
Jordans cost more than
after
your
all.
whole outfit.
Anyhow, there is simply no reason why girls and boys should have to study together.
That sounds
But
dumb.
Even if we were to adopt your proposal, the female-to-male ratio would be nearly
This is
70
so
to
dumb.
1.
This is the exact
So
the
why
exact
don't we
opposite
just set
of
up a boys' school
the
in
real
some big,
world.
stinky swamp somewhere. I dare say you'd be right at home.
Why, you nasty old... Ugh. You expect boys to enjoy that kind of school life? Where's the passion? The romance?
Passion, romance. School is a place for education.
Kids
for
fall in
study.
love. He wants some of that, or in high school.
Shows what you know. Romance
wants some of that
must be
host
the
club
single
action.
most important part of a student's life. Young boys and girls sitting across from each other in the classroom, stealing glances. That's all a part of education. The bittersweet taste of first love is what being young is all about. Not that an old maid like you would know anything about that.
Get him, Sweaty. Get him, tracksuit.
Calling an old maid.
I think I've heard enough. I'd better stop this before they sink any lower with their insults.
Get him, Sweaty. Get him, Sweaty. Oh my god. Where's Ring a Bell when you need him? So we're gonna say... we can't save from the menu, that's right. We gotta keep going.
Could I have a minute of your time?
Well, you're Idiot Lee.
Idiot. You're
I
an
thought
idiot.
I knew that mask.
Aye, ma'am. Sweaty Tracksuit, formerly of the Eternian Sky Knights, at your service.
AKA Ragnar the Blood
I do
Edge.
remember your mask, but I'm afraid that's all I remember.
Oh, that's all right. It's only natural. I left the Sky Knights 2 years ago due to an injury and returned to my home to help out. That's when I went back to school, you see. Last year, I finally got my teacher's license. It was a dream come true.
He still wears the
And that's
mask.
when he came to Florin?
That's right. If I may ask, what brings you here, ma'am?
Miss Lee is Florum's new superintendent of education. She's here to make an important decision about the new school.
Oh, amazing! Daughter of the Grand Marshal, Knights Captain of the Ducal Guard, and now a superintendent, too!
The Ducal.
Superintendent Lee.
Harry Ducal.
Would you give it a rest, Tiz?
The Ducal brothers.
So, why are you so gung-ho about co-education? What drove you to be the leader of this movement?
I guess I just wanted to make this new school into something like the Sky Knights.
Like the Sky Knights?
Yes, ma'am. In the Sky Knights, I served alongside both men and women. Everyone laughing and working together. Sure, we didn't always see eye to eye. Sometimes we even came to blows. But we were always there for each other. I want every young person to be able to experience that kind of camaraderie. That's my real dream.
Camaraderie.
I've even thought of a name for the new school. How about the Florum Academy of Passion and Pedagogy?
Straight out of a mafia.
That's certainly a name.
I like it! The Florum School of Burning Passion and Pecs!
Oh God. Who is this guy?
What in the world?
Oh my God, it's the dude that hung out with the white mage Holly.
Greetings, little friend. It's been far too long, I'd say. What was your name again?
Tracksuit, sir. Sweaty tracksuit. I was
Sweaty
under direct
tracksuit.
command, sir.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh,
And if
no.
it ain't Idia, how you been, girlie?
Is that the
Great.
monk?
Thanks, Barris.
What an imposing friend you have, Idia. Aren't you going to introduce us?
He was one of the helmsmen of the Sky Knights, a main division of the Eternian forces.
That's right! Feast your eyes on this! You're looking at the legendary warrior, Paris Lair!
Barris Lair, the beast in the ring, holder of the monk asterisk. He served briefly alongside Idia in their time as members of the Eternian Sky Knights. A born brawler who lives for the sound of flesh hitting flesh. He has a rugged charm, despite his coarse and vulgar nature. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
So, what are y'all standing around here yammering about, huh? Let me in on the action.
Would you be willing to join the cause, sir? We could definitely use your support.
I really don't get what you're so worked up about, but you just want me to say I'm on your side, right? That good?
What? Yes, sir. To elaborate, the Sky Knights inspired me to create a learning environment unbound by traditional notions of gender and...
Yeah, sounds good. I'll leave the pesky details to you, kid. I'm on your side. Whatever it is you want to do. Bet you're feeling pretty lucky right about now, huh? Who wouldn't? I'm planning to stick around town for a while, so give a holler if you need me. See ya, tracksuit.
Sweaty tracksuit,
Why
get
do I
it
get
right.
the feeling he has no idea what he just agreed to?
I have a bad feeling about all this. Again.
Well, Superintendent Lee, shall we go hear what Miss Veeling has to say next?
Miss Veeling. Yes, Miss Veeling. Now we gotta go talk to Miss Veeling. I want the new skill to be more like what I experienced back in the Sky Knights. No. Dude, this is so silly. This quest is so silly, dude. The sexist ass quest.
But you're Idia Lee! Oh, and after I'd gone to such lengths to hide my past in the Duchy's armed forces. Fine, I'll confess. You forced it out of me. I know you've come all this way to track me down.
No, that's really not.
3 years ago, I came with the Blood Rose Legion to corrupt this nation and its people. True, I was only following orders, but still, I knew I had to do something to atone for my crimes, and so I dedicated myself to education. Yes, with this. education for the educationally challenged. Get your
What?
teaching license in just 30 days with our patented method.
What?
I studied until I sweat blood, and finally, I became a teacher in this country. Florum is a heavenly nation indeed, full of natural beauty and blessed with a sensitive and gentle-hearted citizenry. I want to preserve its beauty and harmony for generations to come. That is why I teach the girls here as I do.
Such noble resolve. Yes, it has touched me to my core.
Oh my god.
Oh, Einherja?
Inheria. Inheria.
Einherja Venus, unrelenting warrior and holder of the Valkyrie asterisk.
Sailor Venus.
Eldest
Might as well
of the
just call her
Venus
Sailor
sisters.
Venus.
And part of the Bloodrose Legion with whom Idia and her friends did battle.
So we just
Having
ran
studied
into all the
sword
sisters.
under the same master, she is more than a match for Idia in strength of both body and will.
Valkyrie.
By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross?
Wow, the monk or Valkyrie?
Well,
That's
did she just jump
kinda
out of the
lame.
sky? I take it this is another of your acquaintances, Idia?
I'm afraid so. The Valkyrie Einherja Venus. We studied together under Master Kami Izumi. What are you doing back here in Florum?
Why, for my training, of course. Why else?
You just conveniently are here.
Ever the model warrior. Don't you ever relax?
Commander Einherja!
Yes? You were one of my soldiers, weren't you, Miss,
Vealing! Maria Vealing! It was my pleasure to serve, ma'am.
Your efforts on this nation's behalf. They have made a deep impression on me. Seeing your deeds makes me proud to call myself your former commander.
The honor is mine.
So let me get this straight. To preserve Florum's beauty and harmony, you think boys and girls should be taught separately.
That's kind of weird.
Precisely. I would not deny men equal rights. But why should boys and girls have to learn together?
Miss Lee here is the acting superintendent of education. If you have an opinion about the new school, please share it.
How about you just do both? You got public schools and private schools. Some of the public schools are co-ed. Some of the private schools are just for boys. Some of the private schools are just for girls. How about you just do both? Just do both. We have that. That exists. That exists. This entire quest is so ridiculous.
I believe I've
An all
made
girls
my
school,
feelings
an all
clear.
boys school, co-ed school.
But I have thought
Come
of a
on, my
possible
dude.
name for the school. What would you think of this? St. Floria's Academy for Girls.
Yeah, that'll make boys feel real welcome.
A fine name. Elegant and dignified. I wish I'd thought of it myself. We must do whatever we can to see that your ideas are heard. The future of this nation's educational system is at stake.
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like we'll be seeing a lot of each other from now on, Idia. It's good to have you on our side. Till we meet again, comrades.
No, wait!
Now then, Miss Lee, you have heard both sides' opinions. What is your decision?
If it's okay, I'd like to make my report directly to the Chancellor.
Certainly, Miss Lee. Chancellor Duet is currently visiting the Twilight Ruins. You will find her in the Western Village there.
We gotta go to a dungeon?
I trust you will
Really?
think things over very carefully before rendering your decision.
Well, that was a pretty lengthy episode due to the fact that they kept talking, but it was pretty entertaining. Alright, there's nothing we need to buy right now. We got the ghost strat on day. She gonna be and apparently you still get experience in freaking, what do you call it? You get experience in whatchamacallit while you're in the ghost state. And we need to just get a Monday, because the reason why I need to get a Monday or whatever that food ingredient is so we can continually, so we have access to casting Ghost. So we de-leveled that dude to level 52. Right now, you guys can't see it. Where's the mouse? I really need like a shortcut key. So how long is that gonna take? 24 more minutes. I think once we get to level 10, we should get the catnip as well as the Amande. Any money, we should get it. Okay, so now what we want to do, I guess we're going to go outside and make our way towards the Twilight Forest on the next episode. So I'll see you guys later.